cheeseburger and onion rings for $2.99? Last time we ate this good for $2.99, we were in college.
No, I was in college. You were in denial.
That's not true.
Get a cheeseburger and handmade onion rings for just $2.99. This is how you Sonic.
I'm your tailgate grill. Your buddy was in such a rush to get into the game, he didn't quite put me out. I see you bought the industrial-sized bottle of lighter fluid. Smart.
We interrupt this regularly scheduled program with some breaking news. Regular programming will resume following the conclusion of this report.
Good evening. I'm Ashley McGregor for Coin 6 News. We're interrupting normal programming to bring you a live broadcast coming out of Perth, Australia, where it has been reported that the Tiangong 1 satellite, as it burnt up in the atmosphere, has broken into substantial pieces only. These pieces have hit Canning Vale chemical plant in Perth, starting a major fire, in addition to other major cities throughout Australia. Fires have been reported throughout Perth, and multiple fires have broken out throughout other cities in Australia. Here with more on this via satellite phone is Alan Williams. Alan, what are you seeing?
Ashley, I'm standing more than 10 miles south of Perth, where the city is on fire, and is almost obscured by smoke. Fire trucks have been passing by me throughout the day over here and... Did you hear that? It was the third one in the last 5 minutes. The devastation I'm seeing from Perth is just incredible. I can't pinpoint to another time where I've seen this much destruction. The skyline, which you could see from Highway 1, is just gone. It's just gone, most likely from the smoke or, in a worst-case scenario, the buildings collapsing from the fires.
Alan, there are reports that Adelaide, Brisbane and Melbourne were also hit. Can you confirm that?
I can, Ashley, but from what I understand, those cities, while being heavily impacted, have survived mostly intact and only have to deal with the aftermath of the fires. The only exception I can come up with is that the Eureka Tower has suffered major damage, though with no casualties reported. Luckily, advanced warning of the satellite falling prevented many other deaths, but Perth didn't have that much warning, and here we are now.
Last we heard, the mayor at Perth put out an involuntary evacuation order to leave the city. What are you seeing over there?
What? You haven't heard it? There is a traffic jam of cars coming out of Perth. It's not hardly organized. So yes, the mayor of Perth did put out an evacuation order.
Are you safe?
I think I am, but the flames, I can't imagine what the firefighters are having to face right now. The amount of injured I'm seeing in cars, people just carrying what they have and are walking away. It's disorienting. I know how monotone I must sound right now, but I don't think I have any emotions left right now.
Okay, Alan, just try to take care of yourself.
Will do.
The Chinese government was quick to respond to the tragedy, claiming that they had no intentions of inflicting the kind of damage upon the people of Australia, and that they will aid in any way they can to the people of Australia to attempt to help the country recover from its tragic era. Prime Minister Malcolm Turnbull was quick to respond to the disaster by applauding the Chinese government, by applauding their quick response to the disaster, as well as applauding the efforts of Australia's own citizens helping those affected by this disaster. He then went on to say that, though this was a dark day for his nation, Australia would come back stronger than ever, a speech that was applauded by the Australian House of Representatives. This has been Ashley McGregor for Coin 6 News, and this concludes our breaking news broadcast. This station will now return to normal programming. I'll see you at 10 o'clock.
This is an emergency advice. Information regarding firefighting efforts within the city of Perth have been received. The current threat level is all clear, meaning that the previous emergency is no longer in effect. Firefighting efforts within the city of Perth have been successful, and fires within the city have been contained, and will soon be put out. However, due to the nature of the fire that erupted in the city of Perth, it is possible that some areas of the city may still be dangerous to enter, particularly around Canning Vale. If you evacuated Perth, wait until local authorities give you permission to return. Check with local authorities before entering areas that you suspect are chemically contaminated. If you suspect that an area is still unsafe to enter, do not enter the area. You will be placing your life at risk. If you entered a shelter in Adelaide, Brisbane, or Melbourne, it is now safe to leave these shelters. However, take into account the following advice given to those who left Perth, even though no fires containing chemicals resulted from the impact. Some areas may still be contaminated by other means. Further updates will be broadcasted at a later time. Your scheduled broadcast will now resume.
The burgers are better at Hungry Jack's.